floating on the surface of this pond. I should like there to be documentary evidence of that much. They are trying their best. "This is Liberty Hall," Mrs. Beverly Jones said to me on the first day of my visit. "We want you to feel that you are to do absolutely as you like." Absolutely as I like. How little they know me. I should like to have answered, "Madam, I have now reached a time of life when human society at breakfast is impossible to me, when any conversation prior to 11 a.m. must be considered out of the question, when I prefer to eat my meals in quiet, or with such mild hilarity as can be got from a comic paper, when I can no longer wear nankeen pants and colored blazer without a sense of personal indignity, when I can no longer leap and play in the water like a young fish, when I do not yodel, cannot sing, and, to my regret, dance even worse than I did when young, and when the mood of mirth and hilarity comes to me only as a rare visitant, shall we say at a burlesque performance, and never as a daily part of my existence. Madam, I am unfit to be a summer guest. If this is Liberty Hall, indeed, let me, oh, let me go." Such is the speech that I would make if it were possible. As it is, I can only rehearse it to myself. Indeed, the more I analyze it, the more impossible it seems, for a man of my temperament at any rate, to be a summer guest. These people, and I imagine all other summer people, seem to be trying to live in a perpetual joke. Everything, all day, has to be taken in a mood of uproarious fun. However, I can speak of it all now in quiet retrospect and without bitterness. It will soon be over now. Indeed, the reason why I have come down at this early hour to this quiet water is that things have reached a crisis. The situation has become extreme, and I must end it. It happened last night. Beverly Jones took me aside while the others were dancing the foxtrot to the Victrola on the piazza. "We're planning to have some rather good fun to morrow night," he said. "Something that will be a good deal more in your line than a lot of it, I'm afraid, has been up here. In fact, my wife says that this will be the very thing for you." "Oh?" I said. "We're going to get all the people from the other houses over, and the girls," this term Beverly Jones uses to mean his wife and her friends, "are going to get up a sort of entertainment with charades and things, all impromptu, more or less, of course." "Oh?" I said. I saw already what was coming. "And they want you to act as a sort of master of ceremonies, to make up the gags and introduce the different stunts and all that. I was telling the girls about that afternoon at the club when you were simply killing us all with those funny stories of yours, and they're all wild over it." "Wild?" I repeated. "Yes, quite wild over it. They say it will be the hit of the summer." Beverly Jones shook hands with great warmth as we parted for the night. I knew that he was thinking that my character was about to be triumphantly vindicated, and that he was glad for my sake. Last night I did not sleep. I remained awake all night, thinking of the entertainment. In my whole life I have done nothing in public except once, when I presented a walking stick to the vice president of our club on the occasion of his taking a trip to Europe. Even for that I used to rehearse to myself far into the night sentences that began, "This walking stick, gentlemen, means far more than a mere walking stick." And now they expect me to come out as a merry master of ceremonies before an assembled crowd of summer guests. But never mind, it is nearly over now. I have come down to this quiet water in the early morning to throw myself in. They will find me floating here among the lilies. Some few will understand. I can see it written, as it will be, in the newspapers. What makes the sad fatality doubly poignant is that the unhappy victim had just entered upon a holiday visit that was to have been prolonged throughout the whole month. Needless to say, he was regarded as the life and soul of the pleasant party of holiday makers that had gathered at the delightful country home of Mr. and Mrs. Beverly Jones. Indeed, on the very day of the tragedy he was to have taken a leading part in staging a merry performance of charades and parlor entertainments, a thing for which his genial talents and overflowing high spirits rendered him specially fit. When they read that, Those who know me best will understand how and why I died. He had still over 3 weeks to stay there, they will say. He was to act as the stage manager of charades. They will shake their heads. They will understand. But what is this? I raise my eyes from the paper, and I see Beverly Jones hurriedly approaching from the house. He is hastily dressed, with flannel trousers and a dressing gown. His face looks grave. Something has happened. Thank God, something has happened. Some accident, some tragedy, something to prevent the charades. I write these few lines on a fast train that is carrying me back to New York. A cool, comfortable train, with a deserted club car where I can sit in a leather armchair with my feet up on another, smoking, silent, and at peace. Villages, farms, and summer places are flying by. Let them fly. I, too, am flying, back to the rest and quiet of the city. "Old man," Beverly Jones said, as he laid his hand on mine very kindly. He is a decent fellow, after all, is Jones. "They're calling you by long distance from New York." "What is it?" I asked, or tried to gasp. "It's bad news, old chap. Fire in your office last evening. I'm afraid a lot of your private papers were burned. Robinson, that's your senior clerk, isn't it? Seems to have been on the spot trying to save things. He's badly singed about the face and hands. I'm afraid you must go at once." "Yes, yes," I said, "at once." "I know. I've told the man to get the trap ready right away. You've just time to catch the 7:10. Come along." "Right," I said. I kept my face as well as I could, trying to hide my exultation. The office burnt! Fine! Robinson singed! Glorious! I hurriedly packed my things and whispered to Beverly Jones farewell messages for the sleeping household. I never felt so jolly and facetious in my life. I could feel that Beverly Jones was admiring the spirit and pluck with which I took my misfortune. Later on he would tell them all about it. The trap ready. Hurrah! Good-bye, old man. Hurrah! All right, I'll telegraph. Right you are. Good-bye. Hip, hip, hurrah. Here we are. Train right on time. Just these 2 bags, porter, and there's $1 for you. What merry, merry fellows these darky porters are, anyway. And so here I am in the train, safe bound for home in the summer quiet of my club. Well done for Robinson. I was afraid that it had missed fire, or that my message to him had gone wrong. It was on the 2nd day of my visit that I sent word to him to invent an accident, something, anything to call me back. I thought the message had failed. I had lost hope. But it is all right now, though he certainly pitched the note pretty high. Of course I can't let the Beverly Joneses know that it was a put-up job. I must set fire to the office as soon as I get back. But it's worth it, and I'll have to singe Robinson about the face and hands, but it's worth that, too. End of The Sorrows of a Summer Guest.